Hello, geometry family. Today we are going to continue our work on transformations using a compass and a straight edge. And we are going to work on day 3, constructing reflections. So you want to have near you a pen or a pencil, a compass, and a straight edge in order to do these. So if we want to construct a reflection is exactly what you think it is. It's when you flip something over a line, when you fold it and create a mirror image, like when you look in the mirror and see your reflection. So if I look at this picture right here, it says triangle ABC is reflected across line segment DE and maps onto A prime, B prime, C prime. So this triangle on the left flipped over this line and became the triangle on the right. And it says, use your compass and straight edge to construct the perpendicular bisector of the segment connecting A and A prime. So I'm going to draw A and A prime, okay? And then I'm going to pull my compass out, and I'm going to do the perpendicular bisector. So a reminder, a perpendicular bisector is when you open more than halfway, and you draw an arc from each endpoint. And if I make that perpendicular bisector and I connect the dots, you should notice that my perpendicular bisector is the line of reflection. Okay, so the perpendicular bisector is the line of reflection. Okay. Then it says label the point of intersection of DE and AA prime. So that'll be right here as point P. What is true about AP and A prime P? Notice AP and A prime P don't have a bar over the top of it. When you see that, when you see this with no bar on top, that means the length. So this means what's true about the length of A to P and then the length from A prime to P. And what you should notice that they are exact same length. Okay, so what do we need to get out of this? The line of reflection is the perpendicular bisector of the segment connecting a point on the pre-image and the corresponding point on the image, okay? So line of reflection equals perpendicular bisector between two corresponding points. And a point on the pre-image and its corresponding point on the image are equidistant from the line of reflection, because however far away you are from the line in the first place, that's how far away you should end up being. Okay, so down here it says construct the line of reflection. Okay, so if we're constructing the line of reflection, we need to construct the perpendicular bisector. So I'm going to grab my compass from way up here, and I'm going to make the perpendicular bisector. Well, perpendicular bisector of what? Any pair you want, as long as they are corresponding points. So I'm going to do the perpendicular bisector of A prime. Now you don't need to connect them, but that segment is what I'm going to bisect. I'm going to grab my compass. I'm going to open more than halfway, and I'm going to draw an arc from each endpoint. And then my perpendicular bisector is right here. And that sure looks like the line of reflection. Sweet, I did that right. It says do that and label it XY. So I'm supposed to call this XY. Fine. If BC is 5 millimeters, okay, BC is here. If that's 5, what's B prime, C prime? Well, if I took 5 millimeters and I flipped it over, it's still 5. Okay. If the measure of this should say angle, EAB is 30. EAB is 30. What's the measure of EAB down here? Well, same thing. If I reflect it, my distance shouldn't change and my angle shouldn't change. The distance and the angle stays the same. Is the orientation of the vertices the same? Orientation of vertices means when you name them, do you go clockwise or counterclockwise? So when I say A, B, C, D up here, A, B, C, D, E, I'm going this way. And if I think about that, that is clockwise when I name A, B, C, D up there. You don't have to draw all those lines. I just did it for effect. If I want to name A, B, C, D down here, A is here, B is there, C, D, E. I'm going the other way. I'm going counterclockwise as I go around that shape. So the orientation is reversed. We went from clockwise to counterclockwise. And then it says, what type of angle is formed by XY and BB prime. All right, XY and BB prime. Let me try to draw that here. So let's see. If I connect B to B prime, what type of angle is right here? Well, if I could draw a straight line, that's a 90-degree angle. Okay. Swoop. On the last page, we already had images that had been reflected, and we had to find the line of reflection. So page 1 was all about finding the line of reflection by using a perpendicular bisector. Page 2 is, well, how do you reflect yourself? Okay, and it's really not that bad. You do the same compass motion 3 times, all right? So if I want to reflect this over here, I want to take A and I want to find this spot that's an equal distance on the other side of the line. So what we do to get that is we grab our compass, I open it enough that it's going to hit this line twice. So I'm going to put my compass point on A and draw an arc that hits that twice. And then from each endpoint, I'm going to draw again. And if you're thinking, this sounds familiar, we've done this before when we made a perpendicular from a point not on the line. You drew an arc that hit twice, and then you drew 2 more arcs. That new intersection, that's A prime. Then I'm going to do the same thing from B. Now, I have the benefit of being able to use multiple colors. I know you guys do not. So if I draw B, or open up this from B so that it hits twice, and then I go from each intersection point and draw 2 more arcs down below. That is now B prime. And then if I do the exact same thing from C, open this so it hits twice. That's a little too big. Let's see, that'll work. So open from C so it hits twice, and then draw 2 more arcs. That is now C prime. And then if I connect the dots, A to B prime to C prime to A prime. I can't draw very well, but this triangle is the reflection of that one when I flip over the line. Okay. Now, notation, that's a lowercase r. So reflections are noted with a lowercase r, and then the line of reflection becomes a subscript. So this means the reflection over DE of triangle ABC. Okay. And that's it. That's all we got. Okay. So as far as constructing reflections, you need to know how to do 2 things. Find the line of reflection using a perpendicular bisector, or construct an actual reflection by doing 3 of the same arcs. 1 that hits the line twice, and then 2 arcs from those intersections. Okay. So now what you're going to be doing is finding the homework to go with this lesson and practicing reflections on your own. Hopefully this made sense. If you have any questions, you know how to get a hold of me. Have a great day.